conversations with Sip and talk with Miss Londa and the Chocolate Doll. Join us every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. to catch the latest buzz in celebrity gossip, enjoy some piping hot tea, engage in dynamic panel discussions, and hear exclusive interviews.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Sip and Talk with Miss Londa. We have a few topics that we're going to be discussing today. We're going to get off into the last part of the reunion of Baddies Midwest. We're going to get off into that. Then we're going to get off into Michael, the guy who was falsely accused of carrying illegal substances at the airport, and he was tased. And then we're going to talk about Nyla Simmons, the young girl who fell from the top of a SUV and was unalived by a fire truck. She was dancing on the roof of the truck. We're going to talk about the young lady, London Thomas, who had been missing and has recently been found unalive in a back of a vehicle. There's been 2 people arrested. There hasn't been much information given about them, but the attorney did speak. And then we're going to get off into the whole situation with Coi Leray and Trippie Redd. So, okay, give me 1 second here. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Pretty good. I was just getting ready to pull up something. But if we wanted to start talking about plus size baddies first, we could do that. Did you get to catch the reunion? The last part of it?
Nope.
Oh, you didn't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, so basically Big Lex and Jayla fought. Jayla bit her twice.
What?
Yeah, so she's been getting dragged by the viewers and stuff, and her excuse was she bit her. What did she say about? Hold on, I gotta pull it up because it was so dumb. It was like, girl, you should have just not said.
So trifling.
Yeah, because it was like it was a big thing when you got bit last year, but then you turn around and do it, and then your excuse is, let me pull it up.
Oh my god, yeah, girl, I've been taking. I had surgery, so I've been taking this medicine. You had me knocked out. I ain't even see that yet.
Let me see. That lame.
Who won though? I'm messy. Who won?
Big legs, not the little one. You know I'm flexing. Babies in my necklace. You like?
Yeah.
Don't want to be playing no music. I don't want no copyright claim. That long foot, big teeth, having be picked with me all season. Y'all seen this for yourselves. Stop being biased and dense. A bag. Y'all said I got what I deserved, and she did too. She jumped, so I jumped. Tag for tag. But in real life, I can't see because of the little circle button here. But Jayla admits to biting her Big Lex and explains why. Where's what she said?
What she call her, big teeth? Oh,
but it was something pertaining to Big Gretch. I forgot what it was. But it was just like a dumbass excuse that she could have just kept to herself.
Wow.
For real.
Wow.
So yeah, they for real fought, and who else? So yeah, they fought, and who else? So yeah, give me a second. Okay. They fought. Avery and Dolly fought. A lot of people feel like Bad Dolly got Ivory. I don't know. I didn't see. It just didn't look. It didn't appear to be that way to me.
That's
Not
crazy.
saying that
I knew
Big
they was
Dolly
gonna end up fighting.
be that way to me. So I don't know. And
I just
then
hate that they always like they come on there just to fight.
she could have kept it because it was like you came out like you was somebody special or like you did something all season and you did nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You feel
They
me?
come on there just to fight,
don't know.
like no
Still there?
talking, barely, just straight fighting.
If you're talking, like your sound isn't working. But yeah, that's all I have for the plus size baddies. I was gonna pull up this video really quick about the guy, what happened to him at the Michael Singleton, what happened to him at the airport. Hold on 1 second.
Did you know Fox 4 brings you local news at 6:30 p.m.? It's right after our 6 p.m. news, our 5:30 p.m. news, our 5 p.m. news, and Fox 4 News at 4. Always here for you.
What's going on with my sound?
A man tased by Dallas police 2 weeks ago before boarding a flight at Love Field is now demanding an apology.
Investigators have given little information, but the man who was
Hold on, y'all. I'm
tased
trying to
spoke
see what's going on
publicly
with my
for the first
sound.
time
I'm about to
today,
get
and Fox 4's
frustrated
Stephen
and pissed
Dial
off
is
in a
live
minute.
with more. Stephen.
Michael Singleton is a chef in North Texas. He says
Everything was
that
just working.
two plainclothes officers approached him talking about a drug search, and when officers tried to detain him, an officer mentioned a warrant, and then he was tased.
Somebody take this! I didn't do nothing!
On April 18th, multiple passengers at Love Field started recording when they saw Michael
Anytime
Singleton
Lauren Boebert talks, you
being
know it's gonna be some
detained in
stupid
the Gate
stuff come
area by
out.
Dallas police.
But she got straight
Two officers in uniform and two in plain clothes.
of Texas. They had a guest who was talking about the ATF and issue with guns, and Boebert being just the dumb person that she is. She showed us just really she is not the brightest bulb in the dark room.
Michael Singleton is a chef in North Texas.
Would you say that this is an abuse of that separation of power? Because that rule is not something that Congress has delegated, but the ATF has taken it upon itself to regulate this rule that they created to make millions of Americans.
On April 18th, multiple
With
passengers
respect,
at
I
Love
was
Field
trying to
started
answer your
recording
question
when they
before you
saw Michael
interrupted
Singleton
me
being
to
detained
say
at the
that
Gate
the
area by Dallas
ATF
police.
had in
this
each
video,
of
you
these
see two officers in
instances
uniform and two in plain
sufficient
clothes.
statutory
Singleton can be
authority
heard loudly
from
protesting during the
Congress,
struggle as
and
the officer
that
says he
any
has a warrant.
challenges to that.
Ms. Katson, it is my time. So Congress never authorized the ATF to ban pistol braces. Congress never authorized the ATF to do that, to make millions of Americans felons overnight. And so I would go back to your statement that you said in your testimony that these agencies are not free agencies, and they can only do which Congress has delegated to them to do.
Congress is not specific. Excuse me.
My time. No, ma'am, it's my time. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. You are not interested in my views.
It is my time. Thank you.
I don't know what the hell.
In your
Sorry, you're not
testimony,
interested in my
you
views.
stated Congress delegates, but then some officials are quick to condemn the agencies for.
I'm trying to play the video.
It's like can you hear me?
What else, Rude? That didn't sit too well with Jasmine Crockett. Here's a Texas Congresswoman.
How did I get on this?
This committee runs my pressure up, and I do come prepared to committee, and then there's always somebody from this side that does something.
Oh, I see what's going on. My bad. I gotta unbluetooth my phone. That's what's going on. I'm like, what the hell? Okay, here's the video.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
It was like two different things playing at one time. I couldn't hear that.
Yeah, because my phone was Bluetooth speaker, and I forgot.
Okay.
Go. This is what I was trying to play.
Okay.
Pictionary.
Handyman.
Handyman, correct.
Pencil us in.
This is a terrible hand, and this is just a stick figure, but it doesn't matter. It got the job done.
Every weekday.
Weekdays at 1 on More 27.
A man tased by Dallas police 2 weeks ago before boarding a flight at Love Field is now demanding an apology.
Investigators have given little information, but the man who was tased spoke publicly for the first time today, and Fox 4's Stephen Dial is live with more. Stephen.
Michael Singleton is a chef in North Texas. He says that two plainclothes officers approached him talking about a drug search, and when officers tried to detain him, an officer mentioned a warrant, and then he was tased.
Somebody take this. I didn't do nothing.
On April 18th, multiple passengers at Love Field started recording when they saw Michael Singleton being detained at the gate area by Dallas police. In this video, you see two officers in uniform and two in plain clothes. Singleton can be heard loudly protesting during the struggle as an officer says he has a warrant.
My name is Michael Singleton. You have a warrant. My name is, I got a traffic warrant.
Seconds later, the officer tells the other officers to let Singleton go, and this is what happened next. Monday, Singleton talked to the media when advocates representing him called a news conference. His left arm in a sling, he says, from nerve damage caused by the airport incident.
What I would like is an apology, first of all, that first and foremost. And I would like to know what are they going to do moving forward with this?
Singleton's side of the story is that plainclothes officers approached him, saying that they were searching for drugs. This was after he passed through TSA security. He said the officers already knew his last name. You can hear him talking about drugs in the cell phone video.
I have a traffic warrant for $500. That's fine. You're trying to investigate. No, you said do I have cocaine? I'm not a drug dealer.
Police told us in a statement Singleton displayed defensive resistance by tensing his arms and refusing to place his arms behind his back. Dallas police policy allows the use of the taser in this situation to de-escalate an arrest to prevent injury to arrested persons and officers affecting the arrest. Singleton was transported to the city detention center and charged with his outstanding warrants. No other charges were added or pending at this time. Police did not specify.
They tased him for nothing. That man was literally just standing there. Mm-hmm. Well, saying like, he didn't do what they was accusing him of, but they just they tased that man for no reason.
And I hope that he sued him.
Right. I hope he sued the pants off their ass.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hello, everyone. So, so that's that story. And then I have the story. I'm just trying to get through the comments. Story about the young lady. Let me see. Nyla Simmons. Now, this story is about I hate all these pop-ups. The young lady, she's from Missouri. So a Missouri teen was killed over the... One second. Okay, so a Missouri teen was killed, unalived over the weekend when she fell off the SUV she was dancing on top of and was struck by a fire truck responding to an emergency call, police said. Nyla Simmons, 18, was coming home from a friend's prom send-off party Saturday night when she started to dance on the roof of a Cadillac Escalade as it drove through the streets of St. Louis, sources told KMOV. The Escalade had stopped at a red light and Simmons fell off when the vehicle turned left. Seconds later, she was run over and killed by a fire truck responding to a call, the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department said. And this is her, and I think this is her baby girl. Mm-hmm. So we weren't ever going to be the same. We aren't ever going to be the same after this. I'm still in shock right now. Her parents, Everett and Latrice Simmons, told KMOV. We just wanted the best for Nyla. The incident is just tragic. The way she died, that's what hurts the most. The way she died, Nyla was out having fun. That's what she liked, having fun, hanging out with her friends, Latrice said. These are photos.
That's
Yeah. It was probably turned too. And then the story about London Thomas. Are you up to date or familiar with this story? The girl that was missing.
Oh yeah, they just found her body. Yes.
And
following that.
Inside of an SUV. So let me play it.
Very sad.
But first, new information about a tragic ending to a young lady's life. The body of London Thomas found after weeks of a desperate search. Thank you for joining us. We're glad you're with us. I'm Simon Shakett.
And I'm Whitney Burney. Tonight we are learning more about the tragic discovery of the teen's body.
We've been following the heartbreaking search for the teen. She was last seen April 5th, dropped off at her boyfriend's house in Inkster. Her phone pinged in Westland the very next morning, and she was reported missing 3 days later. Now on April 17th, police raiding the boyfriend's home. Now, nearly 3 weeks later, her body has been discovered in Southfield.
And this evening, 7 News Detroit reporter Sarah Michaels is speaking with London's family about how they're coping amid the discovery. She's also learning new details about where London's body was reportedly found. She joins us from the area of 8 Mile and Telegraph in Southfield with those updates.
Neighbors in this area tell me that investigators discovered 17-year-old London Thomas's body inside a white SUV in this driveway Saturday evening. They tell me that they watched the entire thing unfold, and now they're wondering, how in the world could her body have gotten here?
Oh, God. It's the hardest thing ever. Not knowing what she went through. That kills me the most.
Over the weekend, Justina Martin's world shattered. She tells me news of her granddaughter London Thomas's body being found broke their family Saturday evening.
She used to call you a lot? Yeah, she called me right before she disappeared. She called me back and said, "Thank you, I love you, Grandma."
17-year-old London had been missing since April 5th after she was dropped off at her 23-year-old boyfriend's house in Inkster. Family had been searching for the Detroit teen since. On April 17th, the police searched London's boyfriend's house.
She always say, when I get old, your daddy ain't gonna take. She say, "I'm gonna take care of you, Grandma."
Michigan State Police is the lead agency in the investigation. Over the weekend, they shared that London's body was found in Southfield, saying they currently have 2 suspects in custody who are believed to be involved in her disappearance.
With your expertise, what really stands out to you about this case?
She's a 17-year-old girl with a 23-year-old boyfriend. It simply concerns me that there's that difference in age.
Bill Peterson is a retired Detroit police homicide detective. He tells me,
if I was investigating a case, that's where I'd look first.
Neighbors say a single mom and her 3 children live at the home where London's body was reportedly found in an SUV outside. They say that the SUV had been sitting there for 2 weeks. When I rang the doorbell, someone called out, "No comment." Meanwhile, the family has started this GoFundMe to help cover London's funeral expenses.
What are you hoping happens these next couple days?
Oh, God. Oh, I want her justice. I want them to do the most time they could ever see in their life for killing my grandchild.
And family shares with me that they are holding a candlelight vigil for London in this area tonight at 7:30. In Southfield, Sarah Michaels, 7 News Detroit.
All right, Sarah, a heartbreaking story there. Thank you for your reporting.
Now, I do know that the 2 that's being held in custody, they haven't given out no information on their names or anything, but an attorney stepped out and was basically saying they have the wrong people in custody, and that there's this is kind of like a not a confidential, but a difficult case. I'll just say that this is a difficult case.
I just feel so bad. There's so many cases like this going on, and then being the age of her boyfriend, you never know who was around and certain things. I just prayers to her family because that's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, I got one more. Okay, are you up to date with the hold on, wait, is there something else on here? Let me see. Oh yeah, okay. The whole Trippie Red and Coi Leray situation.
Oh God, yes, girl. That man, he was like a Muppet baby. It's on my nerve. Yes.
So this is supposed to be the new girlfriend, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, when it seemed like the drama between Trippie Redd and Coi Leray might cool off, the rapper ignited a social media firestorm on April 26th. Trippie stunned fans by posting a mirror selfie featuring his brand new girlfriend, casually snapped inside his notoriously messy bedroom. His playful caption, "Should I clean my room?" felt like a slap in the face to followers who have watched his personal life spiral in recent months. The post was not just messy as whatever. It was also off in timing. Coi Leray is currently more than 4 months pregnant with Trippie's child, and fans were left reeling. Was this real life? Was the flaunting a new romance while Coi prepared to bring their daughter into the world? The backlash was immediate, with furious fans flooding the comments with accusations of betrayal, insensitivity, and cruelty. Well, that's men for you.
Very. And to being that she just had her, I seen a post he put up. She just had her baby shower, and he didn't come to that or nothing. I just seen his post the other day, like, what baby shower? Certain thing, like he being real funny and petty and messy with the whole situation. He even put up a post like, "I love my daughter," or "Came with my daughter." Something like, boy, like you playing them games with her, and I hate that when women pregnant and guys, try to play them games, and then they had that postpartum afterwards, like. I'm glad that she like ain't paying him no mind. She focused on her life, her child's life. Like, don't give that energy. But he real messy. He act like a female. I don't like the vibes. He's
Yeah, I
trying to
hate
get to her.
Right, trying to get another blue face.
Yeah.
It says she made a post hinting at infidelity and a potential breakup. Trippie Red has since, and then we just saw that he has popped out with the new girlfriend. So it's like she posted that, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna confirm it. He's an ass.
Right. That's crazy.
No, but back to the London Thomas. I wanted to know who dropped her off at the boyfriend's house, and I also wanted to know I guess she was living with the grandma. Was the grandma aware that this guy was 23 years old?
I seen a video. I'm gonna send it to you. I think I saved it on TikTok. They said that her sister, I guess she has an older sister, is the one who dropped her off to go see her boyfriend.
So I wonder, did she know he was older, or did she just
say? I wonder if they family even know his age, or if they, even knew him like that. Because they did say that the sister dropped her off over there.
Yeah, I wonder, does he have something to do with it? Is he one of the people being held in custody?
Mm-hmm. That's what I was wondering. And whose car? Like, whose car was she found in?
Yeah, so the people's door that they knocked on, I wonder, was it in their yard? It could have been a car that they had and maybe it needed some work on it. You know how people have, they not working, they just be in the driveway or whatever.
Right.
And they just, whoever put the body in there.
Do they got ring cameras or something? Anything that can something going on?
Something on camera, like, it's sad. I hope they, get to the bottom of this. But I'm gonna be following it. So I keep checking to see if there's any new information about the people they have in custody, because the last thing I read was that they have been held over 72 hours and they haven't yet been charged with anything.
Wow.
That's what I read.
Wow.
So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for today. Now Sunday, we gonna be talking about. So okay, there's this story about this couple here in Minnesota. The guy was shot. Well, pow. It was so hard to. Anyways, he was pow in the head, and his baby mom. I think she was his wife still. She basically helped bring him back. They didn't even think he was gonna make it. He wasn't able to walk. I don't think. I think they thought he was going to be brain dead, but he's overcome all that. He's able to walk now. He's on a walker and stuff like that. Now, his speech is kind of gone. He kind of mumbles. You can hear some words, but he kind of mumbles. So, long story short, she made a post and was basically saying that she loves him, but she's kind of ready to kind of move.
Talking about Jamal and Lynn.
Yeah, so we're gonna
because
she's catching a lot of backlash for that. Then we're gonna be talking about the young lady who set the guy up that she met on a dating site. Her and his boyfriend unalived him, and then we're gonna get into the whole finesse 2 times and Lil King. Girl, I did so much research on this. This is a mess. It's a mess. So that is it's a lot to that story. So that's probably gonna be the last one on the list.
We gonna give them the tea. We gonna definitely give y'all that tea.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button, you guys. But that's all we have for you today. You guys have a good evening, and thank you guys for joining and tuning in. And till next time.
Thank you for tuning in with dynamic and engaging hosts who bring a unique perspective and sense of humor to every episode. They're not afraid to ask the tough questions and get to the bottom of the latest stories. Also, don't forget to like